Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Nick's Veggie Patch. Come down to my allotment to sort a few bits and pieces out and to have a tidy up. So it's the first time really I've been down here in a long time. Obviously I came down in the week, did a bit of tidying, harvested a few lovely vegetables, took them home. They've now been blanched, put into the freezer. But yeah, so I've come down to the plot to tidy up, do a few bits and pieces, and get the plot ready for the winter, and also get ready to sort things out for an autumn harvest. So I'm gonna get cracking on, guys, and I'll come back to you in a bit. Okay guys, I'm going to walk you around the plot just to show you what it looks like at the moment. As you can see, needs a bit of strimming at the moment where the grass has got really long. So all the way along here, I'm also picking the weeds out. But all along here, I'm going to bring my hedge trimmer. I brought that down with me today. I'm going to go all the way around and strim the plot. Also trying to clear all the dead weeds. Also clearing this here, because this is fresh mint. It's giant mint. It grows up through the ground. If there was mint in there before, so yeah, I'll be getting rid of that and just generally coming around the plot here, strimming. As you can see, it needs a hell of a lot of strimming down here. Also to clear the stinging nettles, but just generally get down here and give it a good strim to clear it all, and then also at the same time to clear some of these raised beds. They obviously had stuff, or they've got stuff growing in them which I didn't realise. I thought they'd all died off, but seems like we've got some lovely marrows which I will pick today. I didn't think there was anything in there, but yeah, generally I'm going to try and get all the weeds up if I can, have a good tidy up, and we'll go from there. But yeah, first of all, I'm going to go around with the strimmer and I'm going to completely strim the plot and give it a tidy up. Okay, so I'm stood at the first raised bed you come to on my plot if you come in from the gravel track, and as you can see, I've weeded the raised bed. So I've gone round, looked at all the raised beds and decided to start at one end and try and work my way in. I have also gone round with the strimmer. I will show you that at the end in the plot tour. But the strimmer ran out, so I could only go so far. It's done a fair bit, but not as much as I wanted. But I'll show you that, guys, in the plot tour at the end. But as you can see, filled that bag was already filled up with stuff anyway, but I've just filled it up with more stuff from this raised bed here. As you can tell, it's really good soil because this was one of the raised beds that had the mulch in it last year. Mulch and a bit of mushroom manure that I get from one of the allotments in my local area, that an allotment association. They have their own little shop, and I got some manure, put that in alongside the mulch. This bed has come up really nice. It's a really good mixture of soil, mulch, and obviously the mushroom manure. What I'm going to do with that now is I'm going to cover that over with black sheeting. I'm going to shut this raised bed down for now until I can get a control of the rest of the plot. But this is the first bed that's done. This is the first bed that's going to be shut down and have the black sheeting on it. And I'll show you that, guys, on the plot tour. Right, guys, I'm at the second raised bed on my plot. This is the raised bed that you can see had my cabbages in it. They've all been picked now. They were really good. I only lost a couple. I had about 12 cabbages in there, so I was really happy with the amount of cabbages that were in there. I've just picked the last 3. They're not very big, but they're still good. I'm going to give 2 of them to my mum and stepdad. Obviously, as you know, there's a cost of living crisis at the moment, so I'm trying to do everything I can to help my parents, and obviously my wife's parents, mother and father-in-law. But they grow their own veg, so they don't need anything that I'm growing down on my plot. But this is basically to help my mum and stepdad, because they do like their veg, and at the moment the cost of veg is going up in the shops. So anything that I've grown that I've got excess of left over, I'm going to give to my mum and my stepdad. So they're going to have 2 of them. I will have 1 of them. I'm going to chop it all up, blanch it, put it in the freezer with the rest. We can use that then to either make stews or soups, or add it to stir fry. But my mum liked the veg that I gave her in the week. She's used most of it all up now, so I'm going to give her some more and take that over to her this afternoon. But this raised bed now is going to be covered over with the black sheeting. That will stop the weeds from coming through, and that will be another raised bed closed down, ready and prepared for next year. It's growing season. Right, guys, I'm going to give you a plot tour now because I'm just about to go home. I think I've done enough for the afternoon, so I'm going to give you a plot tour and show you what the plot looks like. So at the front here, it's going to need a good strimming with my strimmer because the battery ran out. But as you can see, we've still got the flowers in here. Some of them are still flowering, but the rest have stopped now. So it's just a case of strimming around here, tidying up, even with the lavender, which is kind of flowering still. Get in there, tidy up, pull all the weeds up if I can. Sort out the fruit cage because that really needs a good tidy up. But generally around the front here, yeah, it is a bit of strimming and tidying up. My scarecrows are still there, looking a bit sorry for themselves now, but they're still there. And my compost bin with my signs on are still up, which is a good thing. And what I've got in my compost bin is coming along. Hopefully I'll turn that, break it all down, but yeah, it's looking really good in there. I'll carry on with the plot tour. So I've basically been having a general tidy up. Some areas I've got to, some areas I haven't. So around here and around here has got to be sorted. I've put a few things on this raised bed until I can get it sorted, but I've harvested a few little bits and pieces, like different shaped courgettes. So yeah, there's some nice stuff that's been growing. As you can see, there's lots of raised beds here that need tidying up. This one now, basically clear all the weeds, tidy it up, close it down. I think most of these raised beds here will be a tidy up, close down, ready for next year's growing season. I'm still picking the wonderful Cavallero kale. That's really nice, as I've said before, fried in just some smoked paprika, garlic powder, bit of pepper, bit of butter. Yeah, absolutely lovely. And we're harvesting from that. These raised beds have already been cleared. These ones here had the potatoes in. A few weeds in them, but they won't take long to clear. But they are pretty much ready to go again for next year. That pot there had herbs in it. They've all died off, so I'm going to take them out, get rid of them, clear that pot. Around here, it's just a case of clearing all the weeds because it's got over the top here, and also pick some of the rhubarb that is really big and kind of needs to be picked now, so I will pick some of that. But the raised beds here are not too bad. As I said, I've been harvesting most stuff. This just needs the weeds clearing. I have cleared most of this bit here. Had a bit of a tidy up around here, so it's not looking too bad. And as I said, I did some strimming, but most of the strimming was done down here. It's not been too bad sorting that path out, but the strimmer needs another fully good charge because I need to come down here and do the strimming down here. So just show you the last few bits of the plot. Some wonderful kale there that's still growing. I'm going to be picking some more of that in a minute and taking that home, give some to my mum. Some of the lovely chard. I can't remember what variety that is at the minute. I do know it, but it's on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. But yeah, that was really nice, that chard. Really nice and tasty. And the final bit of the plot with some wonderful vegetables I've just harvested. And there you go, guys. That makes up the plot tour of Nick's Veggie Patch. Right, guys, that's it for today. That's me done for today. I'll go home now and get this video ready to upload for another episode of Nick's Veggie Patch. I was thinking about it while I'm walking to my car and I remembered the name of that chard. It's called peppermint chard. As I say, it's really nice. We've enjoyed it, and I'm going to try and get some more of it and grow it again next season or next year. But as I say, that's it for now, guys. Off home. As always, thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for subscribing and hitting the like button. And if you want to check out other channels that I use, I've just updated my YouTube channel. So have a look, guys. There's some really good channels that I follow on there, especially gardening channels. And I will see you soon, guys, for another episode of Nick's Veggie Patch. Stay safe, and I'll see you again, guys. Bye for now.